Alrighty guys, just Sunstrider here. Welcome to what'll be a late 2020 recap and 2021 thoughts on video. You know, considering that it's already almost been 2 weeks into January, it's a little late, but I still want to make this video. Now, obviously 2020 sucked, obviously, you know, fucking all the shit that went wrong and all that stuff, and is still going wrong. Just because it's 2021 doesn't mean that it is all over. But enough depressing shit. You know, for me personally, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. You know, work got super busy, but other than that, it's pretty normal, I'd say, par for the course and all that stuff. Personally, the only major thing that happened last year was I tried applying to university, got rejected, and now I'm waiting for the pandemic to just stop. I know it's probably going to be a while, right? It's not going to disappear overnight. It's just that I see myself not doing well in online school, right? I need to go into the actual school to be motivated to do the school work. Considering the fact that if I'm standing in front of my, you know, couple $1,000 gaming setup, I'm gonna want to be playing games, not fucking doing dumb schoolwork, right? So, you know, I just feel like I get too distracted. There's too many distractions at home, and I need to go into the school in order to be motivated to actually do the work and participate. Which is why I am holding off, which gives me some time to rethink it, right? I originally wanted to go into criminal justice, but I'm too fat and lazy to be a cop, so it probably wouldn't work out for me, you know? So I've been kind of rethinking my approach to this whole thing. Now I was thinking about going into a creative writing kind of thing, you know, like a writing course, just to capitalize on all the writing I used to do when I was still in school, right? Because back when I was still in school and I wasn't either working, sleeping, or streaming, I used to write a lot of just fanfic stories based off of video games I play. PlanetSide 2, Titanfall 2, Sunrider, Mask of Arcadius. I think I started a Red vs. Blue one, but I'm not too sure about the timeline of Red vs. Blue, so I kind of scrapped that one. I got like one chapter in and I decided to back away from it because I didn't want to... I wanted to do research first, but I never got around to it. And then my biggest one is an Xcom 2 Undertale Cross, where after a pacifist or a neutral run, the monsters of Undertale broke free of the barrier, and the game kept going after that, and they breached the barrier to see the world in the current advent to XCOM War for the Planet, right? And it's crazy, right? Because, you know, I feel slightly embarrassed to admit this. I've been doing a lot of I've been doing a lot of RP based off of those stories in like a random private Discord server with a couple friends of mine, right? And we just fucking nerd out and do a bunch of Undertale related stuff. I feel really embarrassed admitting that, but those stories didn't spontaneously combust out of nowhere, right? They started as RP on Discord, and then I decided to do writing about them, considering that I was really into writing back in the day as well, right? I only went NSFW once out of all of my writing. Yeah, sure, I drop hints here and there, but I only went full NSFW once. You know, there's a lesbian 16 between Frisk and Kara, but just that I've only done it once. And I actually posted a lot of those old stories to DeviantArt, but DeviantArt is definitely known to be a little sketchy at best. So I've been thinking about creating my own subreddit to kind of repost those because I feel people would be a lot safer clicking a Reddit link than a DeviantArt link. So I've been really on the fence about it, and I have mentioned this in a couple of streams in the past. You know, as a way to kind of reinvigorate that passion, especially if I'm thinking about going to school for it, I feel like that kind of thing would be good to do. Get back into writing, since I'm so interested in going back to it. However, I am really scared about doing this, about reopening my shit back to the public, right? My DeviantArt account is pretty much dead, so that's whatever, right? But right, my spelling and my grammar still sucks to this day, and when I was still writing, it really sucked. Right, my spelling and my grammar is way off. My word choice is choppy and all over the place. I probably have so many run-on sentences that you can count, and yeah, it's just really kind of probably to read. But I don't feel like redoing them entirely, which is kind of why I'm a little bit scared to do it publicly, right? I just feel like I'd get shit on all the time with that kind of stuff. So I don't know, man. A lot of people on stream has told me go for it, chase the passion and all that stuff, but I guess this is my official announcement that I'm really on the fence about, right? I have like a lot of stories that it would probably take me at least a good 2-3 months to post it all to Reddit, because I'd probably do like one a day, rotating the different storylines, right? Oh, I also have a Star Wars one as well, Clone Wars, based on the Clone Wars TV show, right? So it'd be Titanfall 2, Undercom, that's what it's called. It's like my own special AU called Undercom that slices Xcom 2 and Undertale together, right? That's a whole thing, right? That's the whole thing I was talking about. And yeah, it would be Undercom, Titanfall 2, PlanetSide 2, Star Wars Clone Wars, Sunstrider, Mask of Arcadius, and yeah. And I'd probably be uploading 1 and maybe 2 a day, and rotating between those until I catch up and I can start writing more, or I can start writing more while just keep like a steady flow. I don't know. Alright, so if you guys, let me know in the comments below if you would like read that knowing that it would probably be grammared and spelling through the floor, and if you promise not to go grammar Nazi on me, alright, because you know, this is a very scary endeavor I'm going to be taking getting back into this, because there are some storylines and some specific parts of it that I'm definitely not proud of than others. The biggest thing I'm scared about is that NSFW chapter, but it's only one chapter and one storyline and one big long stretch of storylines, so it's not that bad. Trust me. But I don't know, it's still a very scary endeavor that I'm taking here, and I don't know if I really want to go through with this or not. So, if you guys promise not to go grammar Nazi on me, I will definitely start considering it and make my own subreddit called like r/Sunstrider story dump or something. And that'll only be for a story dump, right? If you guys want an official subreddit, then I do like r/Sunstrider official or something, or Sunstrider/resort or something, but it would just be story dump for, well, story dumping all of my stuff for you guys to read. But yeah, it's, I don't know, man, I really need some, like I said, you know, I don't want to turn into a broken record, so you all heard what I said, but looking forward to 2021. I'm not gonna give my hopes up for this whole COVID thing to disappear immediately, and then whatever the fuck happening in America right now. But I'd rather not go into politics, so let's just leave it at that. So yeah, you know, maybe once this whole thing starts lightening up a little bit, I can think of going back into university. But for now, that's pretty much the biggest thing I'm thinking of right now. Obviously, Coyote has his MechWarrior 5 mod. And I've been thinking about getting into modding for Xcom 2 myself. It's just like the first hurdle is probably getting the mod tools to actually work, because there's like a whole like essays worth of shit I have to follow in order to get it working before I can even think of making my first mod. So yeah, you know, Coyote's been telling me not to do it, that it's not worth it, but since he's never going back to XCOM 2, based on what he said, and nobody's really talked to me about helping me with my mod concept videos on YouTube, nobody's ever reached out to me like that. I mean, I've been, like, a lot of positive feedback has been going on those videos. Right, it's like, wow, you have some really cool ideas. I hope somebody freaking, like, you know, does that stuff. And yeah, but I am a part of the XCOM 2 modding Discord, but I feel like going to the brainstorming text channel and just saying, hey, I have a whole fucking playlist worth of mod concept if someone's bored or something, right? DM me and I'll link it to you or something. I don't know. That seems a little bit too pushy and self-promote-y, kind of, but I put a lot of effort into my mod concepts, and if Coyote's not coming back to it anytime soon, maybe I should try to undertake it myself. I do have a whole secondary computer I can dedicate to it, right? Because I don't want to clutter my main computer with a bunch of modding tools and modding folders, right? I definitely stick to my secondary computer, which can run XCOM 2 pretty good, so it feels like it'd be a perfect way to, you know, get like a modding station going. But I just need, I guess, the initial push to do it, right? First of all, I need to reset it and wipe all of the stuff that's on it now, because it's pretty cluttered with a bunch of bullshit in it now, so definitely gotta just, I don't know, maybe when I take my unpaid vacation this year, I can kind of focus down on it, because I get like 2 or 3 weeks unpaid vacation. I could do like 1 week for the story stuff, 1 week for the modding stuff, if I'm really seriously going to take these extra steps towards, I guess, expanding myself across the internet or something, trying to make a name for myself in the modding community and in the creative story writing community. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta talk about. You know, just quick recap my thoughts here. You know, I'd be willing to go back into story writing as long as you guys don't go fucking grammar Nazi on me. I am not a professional writer. I am not a legitimate author whatsoever. Do not treat me like one. And I might try to get into XCOM 2 modding if I can get over the first initial hurdles of setting up the modding desktop and then actually setting up the modding tools. Hopefully Coyote's still willing to help me a little bit, but he's been kind of burnt out of modding MechWarrior 5, so I might give him a few days, or a couple of weeks at this rate. He has not been feeling good about modding, so he'd probably not be really willing to do that. But anyway, before I become a legitimate broken record and all that stuff, I'm going to call it here for the day. Thank you all for watching me and listening to me blabble on for almost 15 minutes. I'm going to let you go back to doing whatever the hell you've been doing with your time. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.